We began this only Sabbath Eve service during Sukkot, praying that God spread over us a Sukkah, a shelter of peace. We actually pray for a Sukkot Shalom every evening service, if you haven't noticed. Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha, spread over us the Sukkah of your peace, O God. Why should we ask God to bless us with a Sukkah of peace? Have you seen our Sukkah out there? It's made of canvas, tarp. Why not a fortress of peace? Why not a palace of peace? Words that are used in rabbinic literature. And when you go out to our temple sukkah after services, or when you go into any sukkah, one strong rain is enough to make it unfit to sit in. My wife and I ate dinner in a friend's sukkah 2 nights ago, and it was the first night all week that they could have dinner in it because of the rain. One strong wind can and has knocked over sukkahs. So if you want to pray for something that is a symbol of peace, why not pray for something stronger, with stronger foundations, like spread over us your house with walls? Instead, we pray that God spread over us a sukkah of peace. Why? Strong walls are the answer. Even though missiles can fly over walls and terrorists can infiltrate borders under walls, moats and walls that block access do very little to achieve real peace. And that is why we ask God to spread over us Sukkot Shalom, the Sukkah of your peace, because this Jewish prayer teaches that it's only through openness, only through communication, only through dialogue that real peace can ever be achieved, not through demonizing, stereotyping, separating, talking about others, through gossip or the internet. Building up walls doesn't help. We're called in this every evening service to emulate a sukkah of God's peace. So if a fortress is too imposing, or even a castle, maybe that's too grand for you, why not a mansion instead? Like just a house, a big house. And this was Rabbi Mark Saperstein's third insight. A mansion is expensive to build. A sukkah is not. But it's more than that. No matter how big the McMansion, a mansion can only go so high. There's a roof over every mansion meant to keep out the rain and the snow. Even if you have 20-foot ceilings, there's still a roof. A sukkah, on the other hand, is always built in such a way that those who sit in it must be able to see the sky. Does an expensive mansion, a big house, ensure peace? Hardly. What do big houses arouse? They usually arouse envy among those who see them. You can't even get to many big houses unless you have the code to enter where many big houses are. This isn't a commentary on people spending money on houses. People have a right to spend whatever they want. But we will not achieve peace if we think buying more weapons or walls will bring peace to a world with 1 billion people suffering from hunger, millions of lives in America alone who are suffering and who we just don't see. Violence, random violence that's unending. That's why we need the sukkah of peace. If everyone could see each other, look up at the sky, look out at everyone else's sukkah, then we could really make real strides in realizing our dream of the way the world should be instead of the way it is. Ufros aleinu Sukkat shalomecha, we pray at every service, but tonight we remember it especially on this only Sabbath during Sukkot, that God and we together build, create, and spread over all people a sukkah of peace, and let us say, Amen.